Joined today by Nurse Christina Paris and Sonia Gonzalez, the Hispanic Emphasis Program Manager for the VA Hospital and clinics in northern Wisconsin and Michigan.
And as we close on Hispanic Heritage Month, we want to highlight health disparities and hypertension among Hispanics. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. To have you both here to talk about this. So of course, just to start off, just tell us about Hispanic Heritage Month and of course why it's so important.
So Hispanic Heritage Month starts on September 15th and goes through until October 15th. It is kind of a weird time in the middle of the month, but that is because a lot of the countries in Latin America do celebrate on the 15th for their independence. There are a few other countries such as Mexico that celebrate between that time frame, but it's where you celebrate the accomplishments and the successes of Latin American and Hispanic people in America. So it's kind of just important to get that out there and to be have different voices and different cultures be heard. So
absolutely.
Perfect. Well, what are some cultural differences in the way that the Hispanic community view healthcare?
So it does depend on obviously the country or the area that it is, but there's a lot of religious beliefs and different cultural beliefs when it comes to medicine. A lot of medicine can be believed to be spiritually motivated. So it will depend on where they're going to go for care, who they're going to seek care by, and how they're actually going to deal with the different treatments and the therapies that are suggested to them. It can be, they could maybe want to be healed by prayer, so there might be certain people that would more reach out to that form of medicine instead of actual traditional medicine.
Gotcha.
So it also can help with just how they view things in general. It's going to be something that they focus on more, I guess, with their family and within themselves rather than trying to seek out medicine, especially with older people not wanting to really go out and seek other medical forms when they have such traditional values.
That's really good to know, because I would have never known that based on people's culture that there's different ways that they view healthcare or that they seek healthcare treatment.
Sure. Oh yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it does depend on where you are in the region and different areas of Latin America and Mexico, and I'm sure Spain and even other countries as well. But for Hispanic and Latin American culture, it is very significant to people.
Absolutely. No, those are really great facts there. And so we're also going to talk about hypertension. So tell us what that is and tell us the symptoms of that.
Sure. So one of the reasons we're talking about hypertension specifically during Hispanic Heritage Month is that a lot of times, even though hypertension is not their #1 leading cause of death, it's not treated, and often because they treat at home and self-treat. One of the things that you all actually talked about in ways you can treat hypertension at home was the DASH diet. I heard you talk about that this morning.
Yep.
It is a great way. So hypertension is just when your blood pressure gets high. So if you think of a hose and you're holding the hose and you're stopping the water, all that pressure kind of backs up. So that sort of happens in our body too, due to either a mechanical defect or it can occur just from too much cholesterol, things like that. So there are symptoms, things you can watch for with hypertension. You want to watch for like headaches, anxiety, things like that can cause it. Nosebleeds can be a sign of it, and that's really significant. Nausea, vomiting, vision changes, things like that. Now, if you see that and you have hypertension, those are pretty serious because typically hypertension has no side effects at all. But definitely if your blood pressure's high, go and talk to your provider because there are treatments. There are treatments you can do at home if you don't want to, like the DASH diet, but there's other treatments too that we can do.
Yeah,
perfect.
I think that's really good facts, and it's also good, like you said, with different cultures, sometimes it's looked at differently because of your beliefs, but it is okay to ask questions, and that's awesome that, you create a space for that. So we thank you ladies so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.